What's going on, people? It's ChoppzTV and I'm back with another video. Obviously, there's been no football over the weekend because obviously the Queen and all that, yeah. But yo, I'm doing this something a bit different. Still football related, but I'm going to talk about one player in particular. He's made some recent comments about Mourinho and Solskjaer, this, that and the other. If you haven't guessed it already, it's Anthony Martial. So, Anthony Martial basically came out and said that he didn't really get on with Mourinho and Oli like that. How he played through injury for Oli, this and that. But let's rewind. Let's go back to Mourinho. So Mourinho comes to the club, obviously. Drops Martial a message saying, yo, basically the number 11 is available there. Tried to come with the, the Ryan Giggs thing, this, that and the other. And Martial was like, yo, I respect Giggs and that, but I want to keep the 9. So he comes back from his holidays now. Then 2-2s. He's got number 11, and he even been told about it. And in his exact words, he was straight up disrespected. And I hear that. Imagine you come back off your holidays now. Your manager's already told you about the number 11 being available. You tell him no. You come back and he's give your number away anyway. That's a straight violation there and then. So there you go. Obviously, second season under Mourinho. He started the season very well as our left winger. Again, wearing the number 11 shirt. So he didn't let it faze him. What happens January? We bring Alexis Sanchez in. Like, don't get me wrong. At the time, it was like, it was funny, innit? Because he's Arsenal's best player. We've took my man. But obviously, look how that worked out. But even, you know what it is, though? If you think about it at the time, like I said, like, it was fun laughing at Arsenal, this, that, and the other. Like, I was there for it. Like, I weren't against signing Alexis Sanchez, I'm not going to lie. But I also said at the time, the signing that made more sense was signing Riyad Mahrez from Leicester. Because back then, we had Rashford and Martial on the left. Do you know what I'm saying? We didn't need no one else. We needed a right winger. And Riyad Mahrez would have been perfect for that. But things move on. So obviously, that wasn't a good start under Mourinho. There was a time where he was also going to leave. And then Mourinho left and ended up signing a 5-year contract. So obviously, Martial won that battle. So fast forward now, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Again, fantastic season. I think it was 1920 season, maybe the season before that, but I think it was 1920. 17 league goals, not a single penalty. I think it was like 20-something goals in all competitions, I think. Again, outstanding numbers. Following season, this is what I'm saying. This is why I loved like how he said this, because yo, I know my guy, you know, like I know it. There was something I even said, yo, he looks slower. Man, look, can't accelerate this and that. He's come out and said, yo, he's been playing 2 years through injury. I think it was like 4 months through the COVID as well, for the COVID season. And like, Solskjaer was like, yo, I need you, this and that. And you know why I know he's not lying? Because Rashford has come out and said this. And to be fair, I was saying Rashford was making excuses. Like, I don't rate Rashford personally, but Ali ran him into the ground, bro. Like, he ran him into the ground because he was a dead manager. He needed these, man. Pogba as well. We had a game against Rochdale, in the cup. We drew 1-1. Pogba shouldn't have even played that game because he was injured. But Solskjaer was like, yo, I need you. Against Rochdale, you know, man was like, I need you. Man started him. He either started him or he came off the bench. I can't remember. I'm sure he started. I'm sure he played the full 90 minutes, actually. Bearing in mind, the following week, like a few days later, we had Arsenal at home, which was dumb. But anyway, back to Martial. Like, it's evident to see, like, he looks slimmer now. Like, Ten Hag, since flipping, I almost swore then. Since Martial's comes to the club, only LVG has been his proper coach. And you know what he gave him? He gave LVG a shout out as well, actually, saying that, yo, he'd analyze him, like, he'll show him, even if he'd scored 2 goals, he'll show him videos of, like, where he had gone wrong or where he could improve, like, and he respected that. And you know what? That's what these man need. Obviously, Ten Hag's gonna bring that now, but we haven't had that since LVG. And to be fair, he could argue that he was hard done by to be sacked because he left on a trophy. Because his last game was the FA Cup final and we won that. Do you know what I'm saying? But the club panicked. But let me talk about Martial as a player in general. Like, I think the guy's different class. Like, every time he doesn't play, like, you see what's missing from the team and we need him. I try and explain these things to, like, other people. Like, it doesn't matter who scores the goals. It's what man brings to the team. Like, you could, like I said last season with Ronaldo, he will score you goals. But what is he giving to the actual team? Not a lot. Let's be serious. He's 38 years old, or 37, however old he is. You don't bring a lot to the team. But when Martial's there, his hold-up play, his link play, his dribbling, how to hold off a man. He can score goals, head goals. Like, the guy's got it all. He can play on the left if he needs to. Bring others into play. Like, it's not hard, and his footballing IQ's there. This is why Marcus Rashford can't be our number 9. It has to be Martial. And if you want to be keeping Rashford in the team, then stick him out on the left. I don't really care. But he can't be playing number 9 for Manchester United. Give that to Martial. And obviously, pre-season's only pre-season. But look how good he looks in pre-season. And even when he came on for the second half against Liverpool, set up Rashford's goal for our second United goal, and we won the game. But just his ability to bring people into play, like, people don't understand that. Like this is another thing as well. Look at the football he played under Ten Hag. It's still boring, this and that, blah blah. But people underestimate, like, a lot of these teams that play this fantastic football, they have a goalkeeper that can play out from the back. David De Gea cannot do that. Or they have a front man that can link the play. Or if they haven't got a front man that can link the play, they have clever players around them. We do not have that when Martial's not there. We don't. Van der Beek's an intelligent player, but he doesn't really play. So is Jadon Sancho, but he needs mans that he can feed off. Like Rashford, at times, his hold-up play can be okay, but most of the time it's shocking. Do you know what I mean? But he's a direct threat in behind when he can stay on side. But I don't know, man. Like, people need to start putting, not respect on his name, because I'm not asking for that in it, but there's no denying how important he can be to the team, or how important he is to the team. Because like I said, there's a myth, like, that he doesn't offer anything. But the more players you have that can do the basic things right, the better chance you have of winning the game of football. And there's a lot of players in our team that can't do the basics, like Bruno Fernandes. Like, I'm not going to draw him out because he's in a Bruno Fernandes video, but like I say to everyone every single week, like, for every good pass he gives another one away. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't help the team, if that makes sense. So, but I'm gonna say it now, like, Martial, if he stays fit when he's back in from injury, then you will see Martial, and you will see Manchester United play better. I'm not saying it's because of one man, because it's more than that. Because like I say, it starts from the back. Like, David De Gea, like I said, his distribution is shocking. Like, he's starting other teams' attacks for us. If he's not kicking the ball out of play, or he's kicking it long and no one gets there, we can't sustain attacks like that with him doing foolishness like that. You see me? It does not work. But you know what? I can't wait for Martial to prove the haters wrong. And you know what? I know Ty's going to approve of this video as well. But the game is the game. But anyway, I'm going to keep rambling on now. Like, share, subscribe. And hopefully when we're back against Leeds on Sunday, I'm doing another video with 3 points. Do you know what I'm saying? So, come on, United. AM9 settings.